Hi everyone, I'm Meteorologist Rusty McCranie and welcome to Weather Express. It's your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, we have some active weather across the country today, and then a few days from now, the opportunity for a widespread severe weather outbreak. This is a serious situation. We're talking about all modes of severe weather, including the opportunity for some large, long-track tornadoes. We'll get into that in a second. Right now, let's talk about the active weather today. You can see some thunderstorms from the north central sides of Missouri back down to the St. Louis metro area. Heavy rain, lightning with this. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s at this present time. Nothing severe as of yet, but an isolated severe storm is possible. A little bit of rain through portions of Kansas and then back in the northeast sides of Oklahoma. Then the most active weather today is far southern sides of Texas. You can see these storms moving up actually from North Mexico, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, Houston, all areas that could potentially see some strong to even severe storms. The dark green that you can see here, and again, Corpus Christi area south of there, with the opportunity for some isolated severe storms. Main threat is going to be some winds of over 60 miles an hour, and that does pull back into the West Texas Panhandle as well. Over to the northeast, it's actually been a beautiful day for today. Temperatures in the 50s in most spots. This is the enhanced satellite imagery as well. Some low-level clouds, but actually a fair amount of sunshine. Boston, New York City, Washington, D.C., really enjoying a quite lovely day out there. South warming up. It's beautiful there as well. Again, a little bit of cloud covers that has streamed back into Louisiana, but Florida has been high and dry and warm. Temperatures there in the 70s and even some 80s for today. Again, fairly active weather here. It is very area dependent. Winds are also going to be another big story in the southern plains. We've got wind gusts in places like Oklahoma City to the panhandle of Texas, 35, 40 miles an hour from time to time. And then back out west, we're still seeing this big spin just off of the Washington coastline. It's beginning to move on shore a little bit more. Again, the I-5 corridor of Washington and Oregon have had the opportunity for some very heavy rain and even some isolated flooding there as well. When I bring on the enhanced satellite imagery in this area and then also bring on our 10-meter winds, you're going to just see here that these are basically the surface winds. I'm going to pop those on as well, that we continue to see the opportunity for a lot of wind right along the coast. This is a deep area of low pressure that will continue to drive in coastal rain, still warm enough in the Intermountain West where it's mainly some liquid right now, but it could turn into some mountain snow from time to time as well. All right, so back out to the big perspective here. Let's take a look at the advisories that are currently in effect. A lot of this that you see is going to be wind advisories and some fire issues for the Carolinas up through Pennsylvania. Again, you have some active weather out to the north and to the west. A lot of that's going to be storm warnings, including gale conditions along the immediate coast. You can see that. And then that hydraulic outlook and flood warnings basically means there's going to be a lot of wind and rain in those areas. Let's talk about the forecast over the next 48 hours. I'm going to bring up our HER model, or high resolution rapid refresh. And as I'm doing so, thank you for taking a quick second to like this video. Love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section below where you're viewing from. You can see we're going to have a pretty active forecast over the next couple of days. First of all, the storms in southern Texas will work their way towards Arklatex and kind of to the north and to the east. We're also going to see a band of some heavier snow develop in the northern tier of the U.S., mainly kind of the northern sides of Minnesota and Wisconsin through the UP of Michigan. Could skirt over some of the more lake effect prone areas of the western sides of New York into Vermont and New Hampshire as well. But again, it's turning colder in these areas, so we're going to get some more snow. You can see the impacts of the pieces of energy coming out of the Pacific Northwest. And again, we're turning into some colder air here, even into the northern plains, where we could get the opportunity to turn some of that rain into snow. Now, the risk of severe weather tomorrow is minimal. Again, South Texas, portions of Nebraska, actually up towards Iowa, but starting 3 days from now, the severe weather outbreak could begin, and that could start in the northern sides of Oklahoma, Kansas, and into the western sides of Missouri, including Kansas City, just north of the Oklahoma City metro area. But when I show you the categorical risk beginning a couple days out from that, starting here is where we could have this all modes of severe weather. Again, this is a very large day 4 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. Large hail, 2-inch plus size hail, more than 70-mile-an-hour winds, and tornadoes are all a threat in this area. And again, it goes all the way from central sides of Ohio all the way back down to East Texas. And then the next day after that, the day 5 outlook takes a lot of the southeast into play as well, where again, all modes of severe weather from Philadelphia, D.C., all the way back down towards New Orleans, Louisiana. So this is going to be a widespread area of strong to severe storms. As far as rainfall totals go, you're going to see some pretty exceptional totals here. Again, you look at the model, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of rain there, and then the snow will begin to pile up. But again, a pretty small swath, but some significant snow. Upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, you're talking about more than a foot of snow in some of those areas in just the next few days. First, as you can see from the clock, I am out of time again. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing to Weather Express. If you have a specific question about the forecast, let me know in the comments section below. Have a great rest of your day, and I'm back tomorrow with your latest 5-minute forecast.